അക്ഷരസൗഹൃദ സമഭാവനയുടെ കടലാ അലിനിന്നിശലുകൾ തഴുകും നിളയുടെ ചിരിയാ.
Dear children, I think all of you are preparing for USS examination. There are some more days in front of us. I think you know that for USS examination there are maximum 60 marks, and for English that is 10 marks for English, and for examination or for the sake of USS examination we have to go through the question paper. Today I am going to introduce English question paper. I already said that there are only 10 marks for English questions. So every English question paper has a similar pattern. So all of the students must know the pattern of questions that are coming under English question paper. So first of all we are going to introduce the question paper, or I want to familiarize the question paper. In every English question paper you can see a passage or a poem, and on the basis of this passage or poem there are some questions. So first of all you have to read the passage very carefully, and below the passage there are some questions. I think mostly there are 4 questions or 5 questions may be there. Then you have to answer each questions. The answer should be inside the passage. So first of all you have to go through the passage very carefully, and it is in the case of English question paper it is a very simple question for you, and if you try or if you familiarize with this passage or this type of question you can score the full marks from this question. So first of all I am going to familiarize this passage question paper. Here I choose a passage. There may be a passage or a poem, and on the basis of that passage or poem there are some questions. You go through the questions and you can find the answer from the passage. So you can see the passage. I will read the passage. For the mobility impaired highly trained canines called service dogs can pick up dropped keys, open and close drawers, retrieve prepared meals, help a person in and out of bathtub, dial 911, push and pull wheelchairs, help operate a car or van, and pull off gloves, shoes, socks and jacket. Other dogs provide specific assistance to those who suffer seizures, that is sudden attacks of illness, and require special medication. And of course the helping dogs provide companionship, play and give unconditional love to the people they assist. It is 30 odd days now since the placement of the first assistant dog, but only in recent years with the rising independent movement among disabled people has the idea begun to spread widely. While most service dogs are trained to work with people who rely on wheelchairs, other categories of helping dogs include hearing dogs who alert their owners to sound such as doorbells, phones, cooking timers, alarm clocks, smoke alarms, and seizure dogs which carry medication in their packs and trained to dial 911 on large keypad phones. So, this is the passage I selected here. Below the passage, you can see some questions. First of all, I read the question. Answer the following questions by selecting the most appropriate option. So, for every question, there are 4 options. So, you read the questions and find out the answer from the passage. So, you first read the question, then again go to the passage and find out the answer and select correct option from the given options. So, I will read the first question. First question is, the service dogs were. There are 4 options. First option or option A, paid highly, B, less in number, third or C, multiple taskers, then D, employees. These are the 4 options given here. So, you can go to find out the answer of this question, you can again go to the or you can again read the passage. So, here I think you know the 4 options, paid highly, less in number, multiple taskers and employees. Which is the correct one? Here you can see for the mobility impaired highly trained canines called service dogs can pick up dropped keys, open and close doors, retrieve prepared meals, help a person in and out of bathtub. What are this? These are different jobs that the canines can do. The trained canines can do all these jobs. So, what may be the correct option? Is it paid highly? No. Less in number? No. Multiple taskers? Yes, multiple taskers. There are so many jobs are that service dogs can do so many this type of jobs. So, they are multiple taskers. That is the correct answer. Okay. So, in this manner, the correct word is not in this passage, but how do you identify the answer? So, you can read in between the lines, then you can find out the answer. So, all the answers are you cannot directly find from the passage, but you have to internalize the passage and find out the answer. So, the correct answer is multiple taskers. And I think you know the how the answer, how can you get the answer from the passage? There are so many jobs, that is they can pick up the dropped keys, open and close the drawers, then retrieve meals and everything. They are doing so many jobs. These service dogs are doing so many jobs. So, we can choose the correct answer, that is option C, multiple taskers. Then we can go to the next question. The idea of assistant dogs became popular due to the idea of assistant dogs became popular due to the dash. That is the question. And there are 4 options are there. Independent movement among disabled people, awareness by the hospitals, that is the B option. Then C option is independence of country, and the option D, both A and C. That is A and C are correct. That is the last option. What may be the answer? That answer you can see in the passage, you can see directly in the passage. So, you again go through the passage. You can see the correct answer. Can you see the answer? The same sentence is in the passage. That is an independent movement among disabled people. That is the correct answer that you can see in the passage itself. Then we are going to the third question. That is, there is a difference between the service dogs and the helping dogs. That is the first option. Then the option B, the service dogs and canines. The canines and the ordinary dogs. And the last option is both A and C. So, there is a difference between the two types of dogs, that is service dogs and helping dogs. You know, helping dogs and service dogs are the same. Service dogs are helping the disabled people. So, there is no difference between service dogs and helping dogs, because service dogs are helping dogs. They are helping the disabled persons. So, that option is not correct. Then we can go to the next option, that is the service dogs and canines. Is it correct? No, you can see the first passage, the trained canines called service dogs. So, there is no difference between service dogs and canines. So, that is not the correct answer. Then the option C, the canines and ordinary dogs. Is it correct? Yes. The ordinary dogs, you just think of, what about the ordinary dogs? Can the ordinary dogs do all these things? They can help these disabled persons. They can do all these multiple tasks? No. So, there is a difference between ordinary dogs and these service dogs. That is the correct option. So, when you are going through the option, you think that all the options may correct, but you have to choose the most correct options. So, then we can go to the fourth question. Give the noun of trained. You know that a word has different forms. Here, the question is about noun. You know, noun. Then, what is the noun form of trained? Okay, trained is a verb. Then, what is the noun form of trained? We can go through the options. First option, train. Is it correct? No, you know train is not correct. Trains. No, it is also, train is another word, you know. So, train and trains are not correct. Then what about training? No, it is not correct. It is a process. Training is a process. Then what may be the correct answer? Yes, trainee. That is, you know that the person who undergoing the training is called trainee. That is the noun form of trained, trainee. That is the correct answer. So, before find out the correct answer, you have to go through all the four options and find out the correct one. Then we can go to the fifth question. These four questions are based on the passage. So, first of all, we have to, every English question paper, you can find out such question. That is, a passage or poem will given, and you have to find out the answers of the following questions. Now, we can go to the next question. The fifth question is, identify the correctly spelt word. Most of the question paper you can see such a question. So, you have to study the spelling of some new words that you have included in your textbook. So, you can easily answer the question. Here the fifth question is, identify the correctly spelt word. Option A, deceptive, D-E-S-E-P-T-I-V-E. Then option B, D-E-C-E-P-T-I-V. Can you see? Okay. Then option C, D-I-C-E-P-T-I-V-E. Then option D, D-I-S-A-P-T-I-V-E. Which may be the correct answer? Every four words we can read deceptive. So, the correct answer is option B, that is D-E-C-E-P-T-I-V-E. What is the meaning of this deceptive? That is misleading. So, the correct answer is option B. Here you can see this type of question you can expect in USS English examination. So, what will you do? You have to go through every units in your textbook and find out the new words, and you remember the spelling of all these words. So the some confusion may be that type of words you have to memorize. Maybe here when you see this word, all the words we can spell like deceptive, but the correct spelling is only option B. So you have to study the spelling of this type of confusing words. Then you can go to the sixth question, that is, which is the odd one? Can you see the options? What is the first option? Yes, unhappy. Unhappy. Then B, unable. Then C, unanimous. Then D, unkind. Which may be the odd one? Just to go through the option: unhappy, unable, unanimous, unkind. Here the correct answer is unanimous. Then we can go through the other options. What about the other options? First one, unhappy. Unhappy, the word formed using a prefix un. Unhappy, that is the opposite of happy. Using prefix un, the word formed there, unhappy, that it is the opposite of happy. Then unable, here also able, unable, able, the prefix un, un. Using this prefix we formed the word unable. It is also the opposite of able, unable. Then unanimous, here un is not a prefix here, but option D. What about this word? Here also unkind, un is a prefix of this kind. Then this word formed by using this prefix un, unkind, it is also the opposite of kind. So the correct answer is option C, unanimous. Other words formed by prefixing un. Okay, so the correct option is option C. This type of question you can expect in English question paper. Then add a question tag to the following statement. Next question, seventh question is add a question tag. Do you know question tag? That is the next question. Here you can see the next question. I am a student. I am a student. What may be the question tag of this sentence, this word? There are 4 options are there. First option, look there, isn't he? Then are I? Then option C, am I? Then option D, aren't I? Which may be the correct answer? So what may be the correct question tag? Here I think you may confused by it may be am I, but it is not correct. I am a student. There is no, you can't see no there, not. I am not a student. I am a student. So the question tag may be aren't I. The correct option is aren't I, because this sentence is I am a student. I am a student. So the question tag, in the question tag you can use not, aren't I. Aren't I. You can see some this type of question tags here. We are going through the question tags. Just look here. He is a teacher. He is a teacher. Then what may be the question tag? In the question tag there should be not. Isn't he? Is not, that is isn't. So isn't he. Then next sentence, look at the next sentence. He is not a teacher. It is a negative sentence. He is not a teacher. So the question tag should be is he. If the sentence has not, the question tag has, you can't see not there. Is he. He is a teacher. Isn't he? He is not a teacher. Is he? That is the question tag. Then another one. They are teachers. They are teachers. Then are teachers, you can add not with this are. Aren't they? Aren't they? Then they were not teachers. They were not teachers, here not is in the sentence, so you don't use not in the question tag. So what may be the question tag? Were they? Not weren't they, were they. So the question tag is were they. So you can go through this type of question tags, and it is a very easy question. If you know how can you make question tag, then you can easily score this mark, 1 mark. Then the next question is, she started to go through the bundle of letters. She started to go through the bundle of letters. What does the underlined word mean? Can you see the underlined word? Which is the underlined word? Yes, go through. Okay, go through is a phrase. It is a phrase. So, this phrase, the same meaning, the phrase has the underlined word, that is the underlined phrase has a meaning, which may be the meaning, correct meaning of this phrase. So, first one, notice. The meaning of go through is notice? No. Then decide. Another option is decide. Is it correct? No. Discover? No. The correct answer is examine. Examine. How can you understand the correct answer from the option? For this, only way is you have to memorize, you have to read so many phrases and the meaning of these phrases also. So, you have to memorize phrases and its meaning. There are so many phrases there. We can just go through some phrases. I will show you some phrases. Look here. There are some phrases. One is get across. Get across is a phrase. What is the meaning? Yes, communicate clearly. Communicate clearly. That is the meaning of this phrase. Then get off. Get off. That is the answer. The correct meaning is to dismount. Dismount. Get over. To overcome. Get over. To overcome. Get through. To finish something completely. Finish something completely. That is get through. Then another phrase is yes, get up. Get up. That I think most of you know that. Get up. Every day your teacher, etc. may say like that. Get up. To rise from the bed. That is get up. Then make out. Make out. Another phrase. The meaning of make out is understand. Then another phrase is made up. That is decide. The answer is decide. Then make up. What is the meaning of make up? Compensate. Then give up. Give up. That is abandon. Okay. So, you have to find out some phrases. So, usually asking phrases, you just write down and also write the meaning of these phrases also. Then you can score 1 mark from this question. So, you have to by heart the meaning of some phrases. Usually, this type of questions you can expect in your English question paper. Then, we can go to the 9th question. A violent storm blew up and capsized the ship. That is the sentence. A violent storm blew up and capsized the ship. Find the meaning which is not closer to the underlined word. Here you have to read the question very carefully. Look here, the question has a twist. You may think, find the meaning which is not closer. If you read it not carefully, what happened? You think that the meaning which is closer to the underlined word. No, the question is not like that. The question is find out the meaning which is not closer to the underlined word. So, every question when you are reading, you very thoroughly or carefully read the questions. So, what is the answer? There are some options you can see. Option A, breeze. Option B, cyclone. Option C, tempest. Option D, hurricane. These are the 4 options. Here you can see violent storm. All the options for wind. Different types of wind. Breeze. What is breeze? Breeze is a cold, gently blowing wind. That is breeze. But cyclone, it is a strong wind. Tempest also is a strong wind. And then hurricane, it is also strong wind. This cyclone, tempest, hurricane, all these type of winds can capsize the ship. But breeze cannot capsize the ship because breeze is a cool wind and gently blowing wind. So, what may be the answer? Here the question is not closer to the underlined word. So, breeze is the correct answer. Then go to the next question. That is the last question. If it rained, then you can see a dash. What type of question is this? Yes, it is if clause. The language element or the grammar part is if clause. If it rained, the match will be put off. First option. Second option, look here. The match would be put off. Then the option C, the match will have put off. And the option D is the match is put off. What may be the correct answer? I think you know the if clause. It is a conditional thing, if clause. If it rained, the match will be put off. If it rained, how can we find out the rest part of the sentence? You look at the verb. What is the verb here? Rained. Which form? That is the second form of rain, rained, rained. That is the 3 form of the word rain here. Here rained is the second form, that is past form. So, the answer should be, it is not the match will be put off. Correct option is the match would be put off. Okay. The match will have put off, it is not correct. The match is put off is also not correct. The correct answer is the match would be put off. If the question may be like that, if it rain, only rain is there, not rained. The verb is rained, what may be the answer? The answer may be the match will be put off. If the word is rain, the match will be put off. Here the word is rained, past tense of the word. So, the correct sentence is the match would be put off. And also if it has rained, what may be the correct option? At that time, if it has rained, the verb is has rained, the correct answer may be will has been put off. Will has been put off. That is the correct answer. So, in the case of if clause, you can look at the verb. What may be the word? In order, you just look at the word and find out the correct answer. If it is rain, the match will be put off. The correct answer may be the match will be put off. If it rained, the correct answer should be the match would be put off. Okay. So, here if it rained, the correct answer is the match would be put off. Okay. These are the I think I already said that only 10 marks for English, maximum mark for English is only 10. Then you can score the all 10 marks if you learn some phrasal verbs, if clause, then correct spelling. Then every question paper there may be a passage and some questions. Then another type of questions asking is some synonyms may be asked in some question paper. Here we discuss this question paper, and I think all of you understand the pattern of the question paper. You can find out this type of more and more questions and also answers, and by heart some phrases and its meanings, by heart the spelling. All these things you can study well. You can surely score all the 10 marks from English part. Okay, thank you children.